This video is dedicated to the memory of Ben Ashley. This video is dedicated to Rick Rosis, September 10th, 1949 to November 6th, 2014. Good morning, everybody. To start off the week of reviews, we're going to start off with the first part of our Neil Young Living with War series by looking at the record today. Living with War was released on May 2nd, 2006, and it was recorded between March and April of 2006 at Redwood City Studios and at Capitol Studios in California. Now, Neil, this is really Neil's first protest record where every song on the record is a protest song. And he was protesting the war in Iraq and Afghanistan. And the writing process began when he was visiting his daughter Amber in college. And it was very quick. The writing process was very quick. And all the songs, much like Ohio, were topical. Like I said, they were protest songs having to do with the war in Iraq and Afghanistan. And I have several favorites on this record. As a matter of fact, I love the whole entire record, but my particular favorites are Looking for a Leader, which was a song about the fact that we needed a more competent leader than we had at the time, and some of the candidates that were mentioned in the song include President Obama and Colin Powell, and I think Sarah Palin was mentioned because she said maybe it's a woman or a black man after all. I think she was running at the time too. But as we know, Obama was elected. And another one of my favorites is, of course, Living with War. And one of the most moving songs for me, though, on the record is a song called Roger and Out. It's a song about two friends going down to enlist in the army, and one of them doesn't come back from the war, and every time I hear that song, I think of one of my friends in high school that joined the army and went overseas to fight and didn't come back. As a matter of fact, the first two videos in the review series will be dedicated to him, so look for that dedication. And perhaps one of the most controversial songs on the record is a song called Let's Impeach the President. Neil wrote it in response to what he saw as the crookedness going on in Washington back in 2006. And but I love every song on the record. And to close the record, and this is only on the first edition of Living with the War. There's 2 editions that we're going to discuss, and we're going to discuss the second edition on Wednesday. But to close the first edition of the record, Neil had the choir that he was using, on the record, sing a chorus and then hum a chorus of America's Beautiful. And I thought that was a beautiful way, pun intended, to close the record. The musicians for the record were Chad Cromwell on drums, the late great Rick Rosas on bass, and one of the Blue Notes, Tom Bray, on trumpet. And Neil recorded with a choir for some of the songs. I believe when I was looking at the notes for the record, when I was looking over the notes, kind of preparing for the review, I believe Rosemary Butler may have sang on some of the record too, but don't quote me on that. So I hope you enjoy this.